welcome back. We're going to have a fun new live tutorial today. We're going to talk all about color changes within corner to corner to not have any yarn tangles, because I get it. There's always so much confusion about how to get your yarn arranged in order to make sure you're not having yarn tangles. And then on top of it, how do I do the color changes without it being seen that there is a color change happening, right? Because you don't want the yarn to kind of lay over either a pixel or another pixel. You don't want it to be visible. Ideally, for corner to corner, you don't want to have a right and wrong side. Ideally, you want to have two right sides, meaning you want to make it look pretty on both sides, okay? So that's the idea. Okay, I put the link for the bobbins that I'm going to use today into the comments. Let me know if you guys found it. I see it. I put it into the actual YouTube thing and I saw it there, but I don't see it on my screen on this side. So let me know if you can't see it. I'll pop it back in. I might just do it now so that you guys know. I think there was a little issue on, there was a space missing and it wasn't working in the beginning. So I'm just going to pop the link in. Again, this is an affiliate link. These are very affordable bobbins. Okay, I just put the link in so that way you can see it. Hopefully you can. Okay, so those are yarn bobbins. Now, I love those. That doesn't mean you have to get those. You can literally use anything that you might think of to be a yarn bobbin. It could be a clip, meaning, you know, a clothespin. That could be one of them. It could be something you wrap around a little stick or something, or a pen. Whatever you feel like you want to use, that's fine. I'm just going to show you what I like to use because I personally feel like these are very affordable and they're worth it for anything color. It doesn't have to be just corner to corner, but anything color. I love these. Okay, and I'll show you my setup so that way you know exactly what I'm using, and that way you can replicate it if you want to. Let's talk about first the layout of today's live tutorial. Okay, so first we're going to do the color changes. I'm going to show you a little pixel graph. I'm not going to go through the entire pixel graph. I'm going to focus on the actual tips. So wherever I feel like I want to add a tip, that's what I'm going to focus on. But that also allows you to have some homework at the very end. Yay! We like homework, especially for crochet. We do like homework. Am I right? Am I right? That's called crochet work instead of homework because you're already home anyways crocheting, right? That's called crochet work, okay? Anyways, you get to finish it on your own if you wish to do so you can do some practice work, okay? This is kind of a sneak peek or an introduction into what you can get in this ebook right here. Speaking of this ebook, after we're talking about the live tutorial, meaning the teaching part of it, I'm going to hop over and we're going to talk about corner to corner, okay? The actual ebook, the patterns within it, all the shenanigans that you need to know whether you want to get it or not. That allows you to get a full overview of whether this is a choice for you to take your crochet to the next level, okay? And at the very, very, very end, we're going to do prizes, okay? So if you are here the entire time, you'll be able to answer those questions. And I decided that if we're going over 100 people today again, we're going to do 3 questions again. How's that? Okay. I feel like 100 is that minimum that I want in order to do 3 giveaways. And we were close. I see 96 on my end. So we might as well do the 3 questions at the end. Okay. So can we get a few more people? Have you shared yet? Like the video, comment, subscribe, all the things that you should be doing in order to get more people on board. And of course, watching till the end. Okay. I love shenanigans. Yes, I love shenanigans too. Okay, let's get right into it. I'm going to remove this picture because it's like right in front of my face, okay? And that way we can just jump right over here and we go into, I found it. Which size of bobbins are you using? I happen to use the big one. It really doesn't matter. I have all the sizes. I'm just using the big one for this tutorial. Why? Because I want you to see them. The little ones are like this little, and I didn't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, they are teeny tiny. Okay, so this is the large size, just that you know, okay? So there's 3 different sizes. I think I got the pack with all the sizes. Let me see. I have it right here. Hang on. So I have This is the teeny tiny size, just that you know. And then this is the medium size, okay? So I want you to just see the difference between them. So obviously you can tell that the holes are different sizes, but that doesn't matter. I personally think if you just, you can just put it through a stick, okay? So here's an example of what I'm talking about on a stick, right? You just hang it on there. And when you're done using it, that's when you flop this down, okay? So that way your yarn doesn't unravel, okay? It kind of holds it nicely in place, and you can put it back up when you're actually using it, which is really, really neat, okay? So that's the bobbins, just so you know. And I personally absolutely love these because they're handy dandy. You can put them on any stick you want, okay? You can literally use a clothes basket, right? Put a stick through like a broom and hang these on there so that way you can crochet, right? And you take them off whenever you don't need them, and they roll nicely, right? So that's why I like these. But again, you can literally use anything you want for bobbins. These are very affordable, just so you know. Okay, so let's go through what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to do this one today. Feel free to take a screenshot because currently I don't have it anywhere else. Well, actually I do. This is part of the emoji phase in the extra ebook that I have. Remember the 60 graphs that I have, the extra ebook? This little piece is from that smiley face, that heart smiley emoji face. Okay. I grabbed it from that, which is why you see that yellow. Okay. For my tutorial though, because black is very hard to see on camera, I'm going to use blue instead of black because that's easier to see, and instead of the red, because cameras don't like red, I'm gonna pick pink, okay, just that you can see it easily. I want you to see what I'm doing, okay? So take a screenshot of this if you like. I don't mind it, and so that way you can work on it off camera, because I'm only going to teach you a few parts of it. I already have this little section done because you already know how to do corner to corner now, at least the basics, right? You know how to do the actual box stitch. That's why you're here. You just want to learn how to do the color changes. The most important part, of course, are bobbins. If you don't have some kind of bobbin situation, you're going to have your yarn tangled in all kinds of directions, okay? It is going to be a mess. You will say in the beginning, it'll work out, it's fine, I can turn, it's going to be, no, it's not, okay? It's never fine. With colors, no, it always tangles. So use bobbins so you can separate things easily. The other tips I'm going to give you will also prevent you from having some kind of yarn tangle. So we're going to get into that while I'm crocheting this, okay? So I have the first section that is yellow down here. I have that done. I'm not going to go through the increases and decreases because you learned that during the mystery crochet along. If you need a reminder, go back to the mystery crochet along videos. They're free on my YouTube channel, okay? You can go through it and learn that again if you need a little bit more help. Let's go through. So I'm going to move this up just a tad, okay? By the way, I left all my links up here in case you need it. Here's the QR code. I think someone was asking to have it bigger. This is a little bit bigger than yesterday, okay? So, and this is the full image down here that you can see, just that you know. Okay, so let's get started. So I have here my blue, which obviously I told you is supposed to be the black, but I'm using blue so you can see it, okay? So I have here my first little corner done. You see that right here? This is where your first color change is happening. Remember what I told you happens every time you have an intersection. Let me grab my pen. Let me see if I have a different pen. I don't think that's visible. Let me use this pen. I think this might be visible. Okay, so anytime you have these intersections, okay, I'm just going to mark some of them, okay? Anytime you have that intersection, there's a slip stitch. You remember that, right? Every time you have that intersection, there's some kind of slip stitch. It's either one connected, it's usually one connected to the other. Okay, so this connected to here, then this is going to be connected here, etc. So we're right here in this position right now. Do you see that? I haven't finished my last double crochet yet. Okay, it is an unfinished double crochet, the very last one out of the 3 in yellow. I'm going to change colors here so that way you can see the transitioning happening. Okay, so that's important. So I have my slip knot here ready to go, and I'm going to pull it through during the last yarn over pull through of that double crochet stitch. So whoopsie daisy, I lost it from my hook there. Okay, let's do that again. So do you see that? It's the unfinished double crochet stitch. I'm going to pull that through, and I'm going to pull my yellow here on the side, okay? Feel free to make a knot here if you want, but I'm just going to hang it there, okay? It's just going to hang there. Let it go, okay? Pretend the yellow is not there. You can literally move your yellow right now if you wanted to. In fact, I'm going to do that, okay? I'm going to take my blue off and put my blue back on, okay? And I'm going to move my yellow so that way it's not going to get tangled. Here's tip number 1. Move it to the side. Okay, do you see this? This is where my running yarn is. This direction right now is where my extra yarn is. That way it's not going to get tangled. So even if I turn this right now, my yellow is down here. It's not going to get tangled. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn beforehand. You can let this go right here. You can weave this in later. And we're going to add our new stitch. Remember, this is an increase. We're right here on the side. There's an increase, so we're going to make a chain of 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And we're going to do our double crochet stitches. The yellow I just dropped. I literally just dropped the yellow. Ignore it. It's not there right now. Okay. And I'm just going to focus on, well, what for me, it's blue. On the graph, it's black. Okay, because technically emojis have black around it. Okay, so you're going to now connect this over to the yellow with a slip stitch. Okay, so that's your first color change happening right there. It is smooth. Nothing is hanging off in a way that it's going to be a problem later. It looks the same front as it looks the same back. You can weave this in a way that you're not going to be able to see that later. Okay, so we're now going to work our way up. You can see these are all the same. So I'm just going to continue on with this. And then we're going to introduce some either new colors or the same color again. And you can see there's a big difference here between these two yellows. So we had yellow here and yellow here. And I'm going to show you a trick on that. But let me finish this row and go up. Okay, then go back down. And then here's a yellow again. So actually we're going to use this yellow over here. And I'll show you how we're not going to have that yellow visible later when you're done with the project. So I have here 1 done. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to finish up this row in, for me, blue. And please leave me a comment down below. This is why it's a live tutorial. I want you to be able to ask questions if you have any. Is any of what I just said confusing to you? This is your chance to ask me some questions. Do we really have 122 people here today? Holy macaroni. That definitely means we're going to have 3 prizes here later. Yay! I like to see that. This has probably been the biggest live and party tutorials I've ever done. Let's see. Maybe our next goal should be 200. What do you guys think? Should we have 200 next time? Who knows how many prizes I can give away then? All right. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Okay, so I just finished my row. So I want you to just see this for a second. This is easy peasy, okay? Like just 1 row of 1 color is super easy. There's usually no problem. Most people have no problem here. Excuse me. Do you hear that bubble? Okay, we have our 4. Now we have 1 more to go up. Okay, so there's an increase right here. Let me move this down just a tad. Okay, so this one we need to do right now. So let's do that. I'm going to add my increase right here in that blue still. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, 4 and 5. Don't make your loops too big, your chains. Okay, you're going to have some issues later. Hang on. How many did I just do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I did 5. I miscounted for a second. Okay, so here we go. I'm doing 5 right now because my tension is a little bit loose. So I definitely need to go down in chain count. Okay, so right here, we need to do a connection now. So currently I have finished my double crochet because I want you to see how that looks like. Okay, I'm going to do it wrong for a second. So that way you can see why not to do it. Okay, and then we go back into the right way. Sounds good? So right here, I'm just finished my double crochet stitch and now I'm going to do a slip stitch with the new color. You can see that. Let me make my arrows. I feel like that might be a little bit easier. You can't see it on the black, but you can see it on the red, right? Can you see my arrow? Okay, we're going in that direction. Okay, so we just did this one. We're going in this direction. I have pink, but you get it. It's red, right? So I'm going to do it the wrong way right now so you can see how this looks like. Okay, so I'm doing it after I finished my double crochet stitch and I'm going to do the slip stitch in the new color. Okay, let me pull this here a little bit and then you can see why I don't think it's a good idea. Okay, and the reason for that is, let me pull the blue just a tad. You can see the blue hanging over the yellow. Is that visible for you guys? Can you see that? That color change is going to be visible. You don't want that blue hanging over the yellow. You want a nice, distinct color change happening. And that blue is not pretty. Does it look pretty? I don't think so. So let me pull this back out and do it the right way, okay? I just want you to see it. What I just did the wrong way is I pulled it through during the slip stitch instead of the last yarn over pull through. So let me do this now. This would be where it's an unfinished double crochet stitch. I'm gonna grab my new color. I need to redo my little slip knot here. Okay, right here. I'm gonna pull that through. Hang on. It's splitting my yarn. Just give me a sec because I pulled it too many times. Right there. Okay, so I'm gonna pull my blue now and I'm gonna drop it like so. And now I'm going to focus on my pink. So I pulled the pink through during the last yarn over pull through of that double crochet stitch. And now I'm going to make my slip stitch. And now see the color transition is much cleaner. Do you see how the pink is over the pink now? Now it's not visible that there was an actual color change happening. Okay, so that's what we want. We want a pretty color change. So now let me finish this stitch. Oh, I made 3 instead of 2. And then I'm going to show you how I'm untangling. Well, I currently don't have tangles, but let's pretend I have a tangle. Okay, how I'm untangling my yarn. So I have here 3 double crochet stitches. Let me connect it to the next one. All right, so now what you have happening is you have 3 colors going at the same time. So what I like to do is split them into, think of it like a clock, okay? So right now I want to have, and you can have multiple sticks going if you want. This is for me. I like to do that, okay? I like to have one direction for one color. So my pink, let's say, would be 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, right? My blue right now is 9 o'clock and my yellow is 6 o'clock. That's what I like to do. That's how I like to untangle my yarn. If I notice that I'm using one color more than the other, then I'll give it a different clock, okay? A different time on the clock. So, you know, if I notice that I use a lot more of the other color, then I'll switch it around. So for example, I see I'm going to use a lot more of the pink and a lot less of the blue or black, right? Then I'm probably going to switch it. So let me switch that really quickly. Okay, so that way it's not going to bother me. So I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to move it to 3 o'clock. I'm going to move my blue to 6 o'clock. And I'm going to move my pink now to 9 o'clock. Why? Because I'm a righty. If you're lefty, you might do it the other way around. Okay? Just saying. So I have everything nicely separated. No yarn tangles. You see that? Okay, so now let's keep going. We have 1 pixel done, 2 more to go. All right, let's do that. So let's do my 2 pixels in, for me, pink color. And then we have a color change happening. And again, we're going to do that during the last double crochet, during the last yarn over pull through of that double crochet. So it would be right here. So let's look. We have 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. Here's the color change happening with the yellow. Okay. So now my yellow is over here on the right side. So I'm going to move it over now to, let's call it 11 o'clock. Okay. And you could totally move it to 9 o'clock. That's usually what I like to do, is move things in a circle. So let me move my yellow over here, move my blue over here. Okay. And now you're going to see a tangle happening right there. Do you see that? This is where you're going to untangle it. You're going to take your yellow in this case and flip it over to make sure nothing is tangled. Okay. You want everything nicely, keep it separate. See, all the strands are separated. So here's where my color change happening. Now, the most important part now is do not just pull this over. A lot of people like to do that and just pull it over. Why would you do that? You're going to have a wrong side that looks ugly. Don't do that. Most people, you know, move their blankets in either direction. You don't want to have to figure out which is the pretty side. This does not look good. So what I like to do is a loop. So make a bigger loop like so and pull it through. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to make a big loop and I'm going to pull it through. Oh, I need to finish my double crochet. I just noticed. Finish my double crochet in the yellow. Okay, I'm going to pull my pink here a little bit, which holds tight on my yellow. And I'm going to actually carry some of my loop part of it that I just made as I'm crocheting my new stitch. It kind of holds it tight a little bit. So let me show you. I'm going to make a slip stitch right here with my yellow. I'm going to slow down just for a second so you can see it because I notice a lot of yarn hanging here. Okay, do you see that loop hanging right there? we're just going to let it hang there. Let it hang there, okay? Ignore that it's there right now. The reason I don't cut my yarn right now is because it's going to unravel my project. I don't want that. Having a loop like this hanging there will not make your project come undone later while you're working on it, okay? Something might get loose or something. Don't cut it now. You will cut it when you weave in your ends, okay? This is kind of secure right now. So I'm going to just still go over here a little bit, and I'm going to crochet my stitch. So let me finish my pixel, and I'm going to check in with you guys here in the comment section to make sure everyone is still on board. Okay, I'm going to just finish my stitch. I don't know if I'm using yellow again. I'm going to look for a second. So this is how it's looking like right now. Right now it kind of reminds me of a pencil. All right, how's it going? You make it look so easy. It is easy if you take your time. Most important thing as a beginner is slow down. I always feel like you guys take the same speed when learning something new than when you do something you already know how to do. You've got to slow down when you are learning something new. Pay attention of what you're doing, and you're gonna have a lot more success. You're gonna speed up later. Speed up when you know how to do it. Slow down a little bit, okay? All good? Gloria says, bobbins are the key here. Need to get some. Go girl, get some. Go girl, for sure. We have 132 people here. Woohoo! Okay, so we're going to now let's do one more row together, and then the rest of it you guys are gonna do at home yourself, okay? So how do you deal with mid-row color changes? Great question. We're going to do that right now. Do you see that? We have a color change happening here and here. That's actually where we're going to go. Kylie, a great question. Okay. Why is the big loop again? Okay, because we have a color change. That's a great question. Here, I'm going to show you and pretend right now we didn't do the loop. If we didn't do the loop, this is what would have happened. Look, we have the yarn comes out right here. Do you see this yarn coming out right here? So if I would have changed colors right here in this position, let me point with my hook. We come out here and we come over here, okay? I could have cut my yarn, wove it in, start a new bobbin. But that's too messy. That takes too much time. So I could also just run it over here. Why would you have the yellow hanging over there though? That's not pretty. It's also way too short to weave it in at this point, okay? So what you want to do is you want to make a loop so that way it's hanging off, and then later when you're completely done with the project, you're going to cut it in half, and it's enough yarn to weave it through the same color, and you won't see any color change happening. Is that making sense now, Kylie? Let me know, make sure that it's making sense. Okay, it is there to weave in your ends later without seeing a color change happening over your project. Okay, so let's go to the next round. We're going to do one more row together. So I just did this one. Let's go and do this one right here. Okay, we're going to finish this row together, and the rest of it will be your homework or crochet work, however you want to say it. Okay, first timer here. Hi Mary, I'm glad you're here. Okay, we're going to do this one right now in yellow. Then we're going to go over, for me, blue, but it's actually black, right? And then we're going to keep going, okay? So let's do that. We have one in yellow, so we're going to focus on that first. So an increase in yellow. So I have my chain of 5 and my 3 double crochet stitches for my pixel. Okay, and by the way, not a lot of crocheters teach it like that, designers, however, educators, however you want to say it, because they assume you know it. I don't assume that you know it. I'm going to focus on it, okay? So right here's now our color change happening. I cannot just do this in yellow right now. I just want to show you. You cannot just do this in yellow and then start with a new color. It's going to be very obvious. So again, we're going to do it during the last double crochet yarn over pull through. We have to grab a blue. So you're going to look at your stuff and see, where's my blue? Okay, my blue is all the way on the other side. So I could cut my yarn right now. If I know I'm going to continue with the blue over here, yeah, I'll leave it like that and start a new bobbin. But for my project right now, I don't, okay? I'm going to just, use one bobbin and be good with it, because that way I can teach you more things. So instead of letting the yarn run like this, that would not look pretty, okay? I'm going to make, again, my loop right here. I'm going to make a loop, and I'm going to connect it to it. So have my loop so I can cut it later, okay? Drop my yellow for now. Let's finish this up. Come on, blue, come here. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up, and I like to always run my yarn a little bit with it, so that way it kind of secures it a little bit. So this, do you see what happens when you don't put the blue in the right position? Okay, there we go. Put it in the right position. So I'm gonna finish this here by going over the yarn right here. Do you see that? I'm gonna kind of run it with it, that loop part of it. It's long enough that I can weave it in. It doesn't have to be gigantically long, just a little bit, okay? And right here, I'm just gonna carry my yarn just a hint of that loop, so that way it secures it. Okay, I'm gonna make my 3 double crochet stitches. Okay, one more, but I'm gonna finish it up with the next color. So someone's asking how you do mid-row. We're doing mid-row right now, okay? So my blue is right here. Do you see it hanging right here? Okay, so now you need to make sure though, when I grab my pink, hang on, I gotta move it like this. You can't just move the pink over like this. Do you see how it's gonna tangle, okay? So I'm gonna push it through here. So make sure nothing gets tangled. Okay, keep things separate. Take your time. You want a pretty project, okay? That couple 5 seconds is important to have it pretty. Now here I want to show you what happens when you have a color that happens to be right here. It's the same color. So I can hide this a little bit, okay? Just a hint, I can hide it, but it doesn't always work like that. So I'm going to show you first how you can hide it. It's one option, but personally, I'm still going to love my loops more, even if it's a little bit more time in weaving and ends. I'm going to show you how you could hide it, okay? So technically, you have this yarn over here. Do you see that? You see it over here? It's like right there, it's attached. So I can pull it up and it's actually not going to be too visible. But that only works if the neighboring one is the same color. So if I know my pink that I'm making right here, let me use my pen. If I'm going to put the same pink color right here, I know I can carry this up if that yarn is hanging right there. I see it, I can do it. If it's too far away, the loop it is. So here I'm going to use my pink right now. Pull my blue here a little bit. Okay, hang on, it's this blue. And now I'm going to make my slip stitch and go and keep going with the pink. Look, you can barely see. This is my yarn that I just pulled up. This one right here. You can barely tell that that is the yarn that was hanging right there. You cannot tell. It's the same color. You don't do that with another color. You do it with the same color. If they're on top of each other, you can do this, okay? I'm going to check in the comments for just a second, but I need to finish this first, okay? So I need to rearrange my yarn here for a second, so that way I'm not tangling things up. Okay, so it looks like in my row, I don't need the blue again. I only need the yellow. So I'm going to make sure my yarn is not tangled. So there we go. Move my blue over to the 3 o'clock. My yellow is in a 6 o'clock and my pink right now is in a 9 o'clock. Okay, so think of it like a clock. So I'm going to just do this row here for a second. I'm going to finish this up. Ooh, you cannot see it. Let's do it again like that. Ta-da! Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to finish this up here. We're going to do pink. How many pinks do we do? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 of them. And then we have one more color change happening. So here we go. This is one of them. This is the next. And we'll have one more to go, and there's another color change happening. And right here, there's my last pink one for this row. So let's finish this. So these are all double crochet stitches, just as a quick reminder, 3 double crochet stitches. So right here during the last double crochet stitch, again, I'm doing my color change. So I'm going to look, where's my yellow at? Where's my yellow? So I'm going to pull here. It's all the way on the other side. So I'm going to look, how do I get it over there without it being tangled? Okay, so I'm going to let it run here in the back actually. Okay, and make my loop. Again, I make my loop. It's too far away. Do you see my big loop? I'm going to run my loop over, hold it, move it over, like to finish up my double crochet stitch. Okay, now I can move my pink here for a second so that way my yellow doesn't do any kind of dances. And I'm going to pull my pink here just down, just a hint to secure that yellow. And remember the loop, I'm going to run it through just a bit so that way it's not going to come undone. So right here I'm making my slip stitch and I'm letting the loop hang but still carry it. Do you see how I'm carrying the part of the loop right here, I'm carrying that. Ah, it's so hard to show. Can you guys tell that I'm carrying this yarn? Please tell me. I want to make sure. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to do my yellow right here, and I'm going to carry my part of my loop so that way it secures it. Okay, and I'm going to stop right here. Let me see. You would have another color change. Actually, I'm going to do one more thing. I want to show you the decreasing part of it because that's also important. We would do a decrease right here. Let me show you. There's a decrease happening right here. I'm going to just do one more tip for you. Last tip for y'all. Last tip, because that's important. What would you do with a decrease if the color change is happening right next to the decrease? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this. So when you have a decrease happening, first of all, we know we're going to use blue again. So now I'm going to look, where's my blue? Look how the yellow is hanging here and then the blue is here. Oh, can you guys see it? You don't want an X right there. So pull that through, okay, so that it's not going to be a mess. And let me show you now how I do the color change, okay, for decreases. Last tip for y'all. Okay, what you're going to do is when you know you're going to have a decrease happening, right here's a decrease. We're going in this direction now. There's a decrease happening here. So what you would do is you finish it up first with that yellow. So you're going to do your 3 slip stitches in that same color. Actually, you're going to do 2 of them. The third one is going to be in the new color. So 2 of the 3 slip stitches in the same color. The next one is going to be the new color. So here again, we're going to do a loop. Okay, make a loop or use a new bobbin. It doesn't matter. You're going to figure it out, right? You're going to practice and figure out what's the best way for you to do this. And then during the last slip stitch, you're going to pull that through. Okay, and then you're going to do your pixel again. Here, I'm going to just carry my loop again and make my double crochet stitches. I'm just going to make one more pixel here and show you how I finish this. So just so you can see the color change. So you see that? Okay, hang on, I got to pull my yellow here a little bit so it's not so obvious. There we go. Okay, so during the decrease, you have to first finish it a little bit with the same color and then go into the new color. So it really depends on where you are, okay? Now, if I would cut all my yarn, okay, then you can weave it in. So right now I have a lot of loops hanging, okay? I have a lot of loops. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your loop at the very end. Let's pretend I finished my project. At the very end, you're going to take your loop and you literally cut it in half. You see, I'm cutting it in half. Snip. Okay, cut it in half. Right here, I'm going to take it, snip, cut it in half. I'll look for all my loops. Here's another one. Cut in half. Is there another one somewhere? Yeah, a couple more over here. Snip, and here's another one. Snip. So what you would do at the end, do I have another one somewhere here? I feel like there's another one somewhere. No, I don't. Okay, so see, now this is how it looks like. So pretend right now this is all woven in, okay? Pretend this is all woven in. This is one side, okay? If I flip it around, this is the other side. It looks exactly the same. Because if you do your loops and then you snip it to weave in all your ends, and when you weave it in, let me just show you one time, give you a little tip here, okay? If you weave it in, you're going to stay within that color, okay? Here's how I weave it in. I'm just going to weave it back and forth. I do zigzags. Weave it back and forth within one of these pixels, okay? Zigzag, in and out, in and out. Make sure it's long enough. I can do it here one more time, okay? And then I can snip it. I went through 4 times, back and forth, 4 times. Okay, and then you can snip it. And look, you can't see anything. It's all gone. Okay, no problem at all. Do you see that? This is what you would do after you're done with all your loops. You snip them in half and then you weave it all in. Yes, there's a lot of yarn to weave in, but it's going to be worth it. You have a color changing project. You're going to have yarn to weave in, okay? The easiest way to do it is have bobbins, have your loops, and change colors during the actual process where I showed you. It's either during the last yarn of a pull through of a double crochet stitch, or for a decrease, it's going to be the last slip stitch for that decreasing process. Is that making sense? Did it help you, everyone? I want to know in the comments. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if this was helpful. And feel free to take a picture. I want you guys finish your little heart. You can show me now that you know how to do this. The way you can show me how to do this is you make your little project right here, your little heart. You're going to post it into the Facebook group called Crocheting with Nikki. Feel free to call it hashtag C2C heart if you want to call it. I don't care. Okay, so that way I can find. Let's call it C2C heart. Okay, and show me your end project where everything is woven in. Feel free to show me in between projects too, like the whip part of it where you show all your loops. That's fine too. But I want you to show me both sides. Both sides should look exactly the same if you did all your little loops and you wove it in properly. Then you will have two identical sides. This is a mirror image. It should look exactly the same. I should not be able to tell which one is the right and wrong side if you did this correctly. So please practice and do so. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Is this making sense? Okay, it looks like everyone is loving it. Okay, was there a question here that I may have missed? Let me go through. There were so many comments coming in at the same time. Let's see Alita first. Alita, do you keep your long loops on the same side or does it not matter? It does not matter. I just said, okay, you should have two right sides at the end. For a corner-to-corner project, you should not be able to turn and say, this is the wrong side. You do not want that. You want two sides to look pretty. Okay, that's the goal. Now, if you know, let's say you know you're going to add some fleece on the back of it on one side, then fine, go for it. Okay, add the fleece and that way you don't have to weave it in. Fine, okay? But if you don't want to add any fleece, which most of you probably don't, then make sure you have two right sides. You weave it in properly on both sides and you should not be able to tell. So it doesn't matter where the loops are. You're going to cut it in the end anyways, okay? Gigi says, wait, do you have to wait until the end? All these loops will drive me nuts. No, you do not. No, you don't. You can do it as long as you want. If you feel like they start driving you crazy, cut them, weave them in. But don't just cut them. You have to weave them in as soon as you cut them. You're going to let it loose otherwise and it's going to untangle. It's going to uncrochet. Uncrochet, is that a word? I don't know. It's going to come undone if you just cut it. If you cut, weave it in. Otherwise, do not cut. Are we good? Okay, let's see. That makes a lot of sense. Yay! I'm so happy. We have homework. Let's call it crochet work. That sounds nicer. Now, what would I work for? A big blanket as well, and the same concept with loops? 100%, Mel. 100%. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, now that we went through all of this, I'm going to switch gears real quick here, and let's talk about this one for a second. I'm going to go through the questions again that I did yesterday, a little bit faster this time, because I want you, especially for those who weren't here last time, unravel. Yes, that's the right word. I'm going to call it uncrochet right now. That's a good one. Anyways, let's go through some questions because this is really related to what we just did, okay? I want to know some answers from y'all, and I want you guys to go through it with me, okay? So my first question is, did you ever wanted to learn how to change colors? You just did. You just did. You got a sneak peek into it. There's more tips though. This is just a sneak peek, okay? There's more tips that you can learn in terms of color changes for bigger projects. Anything that you might think of. There's additional videos in here that will help you. And of course, tutorials. But the other thing you haven't learned is in rounds. That seems to be boggling some people's minds, okay? They always say, oh my gosh, you can do corner to corner in rounds. Yeah, I'm saying in rounds. And some of you might be confused. What do you mean by rounds? I mean in rounds like a granny square, center outwards, like a big granny square, as big as you want. You can make blankets, you can make tiny pics, I don't know, whatever you want to do. You can do corner to corner in rounds. A lot of you all didn't know that is a possibility. It is. Yes, you can just Google it. Go for it. Waste your time. You don't want to waste your time though. Okay, wasting your time means wasting money. You don't want to do that, okay? So let me go through it because here is your version of getting this ad-free, instant access, and printable, okay? So learn how to change colors, more additional tips than what you just learned. By the way, I'm putting this video into the ebook too, so you can always reference it again, okay? And you also learn how to do color changes. Will there be a replay? Yes, everything will be available as a replay. Where's the link for the bobbins? Sharon, scroll all the way up. It's in the comments, all the way on the top, okay? It's all the way on the top. That's where I put the bobbins. Let's go to the next question, okay? Have you ever wanted a corner-to-corner book or ebook that has graphs with large font, okay? How many times have you gone to the bookstore and you find all these amazing, cool crochet books? Let's say just generally crochet books. How big is the font? How big is the font? It's teeny tiny. You know why? I can tell you exactly why, okay? It's because they need to make sure it is kind of still legible, but it saves them money on paper and printing it, so that way they have a bigger profit. Now I get that, that's important. For me, it's important that you can read it. That my importance is user friendliness, okay? That is my importance. I don't care if I have 1,000 pages, because you don't have to print them all out, and you can just use it digitally, okay? For me, it is more important that you can read it and use it and have a great experience than for me to save a few bucks or something, okay? That's not important to me. User-friendly is important. So let me know, have you found books yet with large font at the bookstore? I have not. Let me know if you have, because I don't think you have. So, and then the next question, okay? Let's see. Did I find another question I never knew would be the... Yes! Are you kidding me? Is that your name? I love it. Never knew corner to corner would be done around. What kind of project would you use it for? I'll show you in a second. Wait, little crochet hopper. You know, like grasshopper. Like, you know, patience grasshopper. I said crochet hopper. Anyways, just a second. I'll show you. So here, corner to corner book with videos. Have you found one yet? I could even just ask it in general. Have you found, outside of Nikki's Homemade Crafts, have you found books with videos? I don't think you have. Okay, if you have, let me know. I want to celebrate with them, because I want to cheer the people on that do it. I have not found it yet. You tell me, because I have not. Okay, let's go to the next one. How about this question, okay? Have you found a corner-to-corner book or a regular crochet book that has clickable links for videos and material lists? That is for me the most frustrating thing, okay? Like, I can probably deal with having smaller font, okay? But not having videos or knowing exactly what they use, this is for me the most frustrating part. Most of the time they use some kind of fancy yarn that's probably not available anymore. And we all know that not every yarn weight is even, right? We know that medium yarn, like worsted yarn, is the broadest range in terms of thickness, right? There's light worsted, medium worsted, and heavy worsted. If you just tell me worsted yarn, I will not know how to do this. I would probably not meet gauge, and I'm gonna pick some random yarn, and the drape might not be good, right? If it's like for wearable, it might not be good. So yes, I would like to have links that are clickable, so I know exactly what the designer used. Let me know if you're on the same boat, because this is important for me. It is really important for me that I know exactly what was used for the materials. Like, most of the time I want to replicate it exactly, right? And if you're just like me, then you probably think about it that I can sometimes substitute, but a lot of times, like garments or something, I definitely want to do that. So clickable links, I've never seen it, at least not outside of what I'm doing for you all. So the next question, last question, is what about a clickable table of content? Let's say you have an ebook that is 200-300 pages long. Okay, great, you have an ebook. Yeah, you can print it out. But do you have a table of content, or do you have to scroll like a little squirrel? Scroll. Do you have to do that? Because that's annoying. Super annoying. I don't like that. I also want you to have it printable. So my ebooks, I'm going to go through it with you. My ebooks are very user friendly. The table of content is clickable. Okay. Very important to me. You can click and beam yourself to the content you're interested in, okay? You also have on the next page, you can see it down here, all the pictures, so you know exactly what patterns you're going to get. I'll show them in a big picture in a second. I just want to show you this graphic first here. You also have links that are either blue or green of some kind of color, typically underlined. You will see, and then you can click those. Those are typically either the material list or the video, so you can watch the video right there. You can have two things open at the same time, right? And that way you can watch the video and you have the written instruction in large font with pictures all at the same time. And then of course you have the patterns you can jump to, that most of them, all of them have some kind of graph. There are a few of them where I didn't have the written information written down because I don't think it's necessary to tell you need to do 2 pixels in blue. You get what I'm saying, right? So most of them have the written instructions there, 100%. I will not let you hang on that. You can choose between the written instructions or the graph. But you guys all know now that, in my opinion, and you saw it earlier, the graph, in my opinion, is way more important than the written instructions. It's way easier for me to see. Okay, I know when I need to do increases and decreases. Tina, she says, I love the ebooks. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Okay, so let me show you now all the pictures. I know everyone is asking for that, how they all look. Let me go through it in a bigger picture because these are easier to see. I'll show you in the summary picture in a second, but here are some of the patterns you're going to get in this brand new ebook with 37 patterns in here. 37. Okay, remember there is a coupon code for $20 off, which brings the price down to less than $20 for this entire ebook right here with 164 pages. That coupon code expires February 19th of 2025, which is this Wednesday, the end of the day Wednesday, Pacific time. This is your link. Let me pop this link into the comments so that way it is pinned on YouTube. It isn't in the description, but in case you can't find it, here's the link. I just popped it in there so you can see it. Okay, so we have a bunch of like blankets that are roughly either baby blanket size or just a hint bigger, like a throw. Okay, we have the whale and the hamster that are more considered throws. Then the bunny in the little egg, which is so adorable. Perfect for Easter. Easter is coming up, guys. Okay, it's perfect. This one is baby blanket size. Then we have a cute little teddy bear. Okay, I love teddies. Okay, I love teddies. I'm not a fan of honey. I don't like honey, but honey bee bear. I mean, that just reminds me of Winnie Pooh. It's not Winnie Pooh, but you could totally change the color to make it work that way. But oh my gosh, how cute. Okay, that's so adorable. Then we have this bunny right here sitting behind or in the basket, however you want to call it. I don't care. I think he's sitting in the basket with his little eggs. Okay, and it's a wall hanging. How cute is that? Perfect for the Easter time. And then we have some additional ones down here that's, you know, a variety of things. We have 2 scarves / shawls, depending on how you wear it, right? This is more like a scarf shawl situation. It's a little wider. And then this is like a proper scarf with a little snowman on it. How cute are they, right? And a snowflake. Then here's this origami bag. You guys have seen this. This is a different version. Uses thicker yarn. And it has this additional little flap to it. I love it. It's so stylish. That gradient style. Oh, so beautiful. And this right here, number 8, is a cocoon. Okay, it's like a cardigan. That is the easiest cardigan to crochet. Okay, because it's just 2 sizes. Because it's like an oversized situation. There's no zipper or anything. And it can be worn from multiple different sizes. Okay. A cocoon is literally made from a square. From a square. Anyone can make it. I can promise you. Anyone can make it. It is so stylish. It is so fun to wear. It's a beautiful little, you know, overhang. It's gorgeous. Anyways. And I love hibiscus. So here's a baby blanket with a hibiscus on it. Because I love hibiscus. So let me know. Are you a hibiscus fan? I love hibiscus. Okay, so these are the first 10. Let's go over the next 10. Okay, we have more. We have 37 in total. Am I missing a few questions here? Gigi says, these are adorable. I guess I have to buy this one even though I have the first code. Yes, there are more patterns in here. This is a big variety. There are 20 exclusive patterns in here, Gigi. 20 exclusive that are currently not available anywhere else. Gail says, the hamster blanket is adorable. Is there any chance that it's available separately? No, it's not. But you are on a budget, that's okay. It's currently on sale. Listen, if the entire ebook with the coupon code is on sale, so that brings it down to $20, less than $20 actually for the entire ebook. One blanket pattern is $10. Would you really want to buy one blanket pattern for $10, or would you just buy the entire ebook for less than $20, right? The same value as 2 blankets. Think about it. You're saving more by getting the entire ebook, okay? So if you're on a budget, the sale is for you guys, okay? So here we go. How about this right here? There's several different designs right here because this one of the things that I always want to point out is corner to corner is not just for blankets, okay? You can make anything you want. Here's another blanket though, okay? And there's another blanket, and this is another blanket. So this is a hot air balloon, which is super duper adorable, perfect for a child, of course. We have a alphabet and numbers blanket. Now that's the only one where I would say you have a wrong side. Haha, of course, makes sense, right? You definitely have a wrong side on this one, for sure. This used to be a crochet along actually, so it's broken up that way. You could totally do it without that, obviously. But yes, it's broken up according to how the crochet along works. So you have like panels and then you combine it in the end. And then you have this one, which is using actually half double crochet corner to corner, not double crochet. And it's the size of a king size bed. Okay. So just so you know, it's a very large one. So if you're interested in like a large blanket, that will be it. And then of course we have a bunch of pillows, because why not? Corner to corner can be more than just blankets. We all love little projects, right? So someone was asking earlier, what can you do with corner to corner rounds? Look at number 12. That is made from a granny square. It is a granny square with 2 different colors, and I sewn it together into a pillow. Yes, you can use one square and turn it into a pillow, and it makes it reversible, as you can see right here for number 12. You also can make a pillow right here that is a bow pillow. It's not in corner to corner rounds, but it's done in corner to corner. Then we have a present pillow, a joy pillow. This one is also reversible right here, by the way. So many things, okay? Maxine says, I was just someone online charging $30 per hour to teach crochet. That's a huge amount. And I actually think that is a good deal, in my opinion, to learn to crochet. But if you want patterns and all of it with it, and you get my support by, being able to email me at any times, this might be a better deal. If you want everything, tutorials, learning, videos, patterns, and everything together, then yes, grab the ebook. But if you're just learning how to crochet, I have free stuff for you. You don't have to pay someone unless you want to, okay? Of course, if you want to. Let's see. Can we just buy the second ebook? Joan says, you can email me. Yes, I can give you a link for that. Okay, can you do, I'm not currently doing any additional patterns, but maybe for the future I can think about that, okay? So, someone's saying she loves the slippers! Yes, the slippers! I'm actually going to focus on that in the next few days, not the crocheting part of it, but the sewing together part of it. So I'm going to have a little square ready for y'all, and we're going to go through how to turn a square into a pair of slippers. So we're going to do that in the next few days. Yes, so pay attention. We're going to still talk about some more teaching in the next few days. Yay! Marlene says she got both of them yesterday. Woo! A lot of people got it yesterday. I cannot believe how many crocheters got the ebooks yesterday. Literally, it was like mind-boggling for me. The alphabet blanket is perfect for a toddler. I agree. It's the perfect size. It's just a little bit bigger than a throw. I would consider it for like a double bed, okay, like a full-size bed. But yes, definitely for toddler, for sure. Okay, Joe just got it, girl. Let's go. Ooh, I can't show that. Hang on. I'm just gonna do the applause. Woo! Yay! I'm so happy. Okay, so let's go through the rest of them. Okay, did I mention all of these here? Well, we have a shawl I didn't mention. So obviously you have a really beautiful shawl, which is great for like a prayer shawl or something, right? And then you have another origami bag right here. So let's go to the next section. Here's the next 10 of them. You can see more blankets, right? This one could also be a wall hanging if you make it a little bit thinner yarn. So I used worsted yarn on this one. If you use DK yarn, it's easily a wall hanging. It's just, it's like about baby blanket size, a hint smaller than baby blanket size for worsted. So if you make it in DK, it's definitely a wall hanging. Then here is another baby blanket size right here. And you can see you can make scarves and shawls with it. You can make infinity scarves with corner to corner. You can make a head kerchief with corner to corner, and you have more pillows right here, which, oh my gosh, yes, if you want quick projects, still do some color changes for sure. Everything is American dollars, by the way. Just said, I'm in America, I use American dollars. Okay. It'll convert for you, by the way. I think it's going to convert on your bank account or something into your currency in case you're outside of the US. Here's some more games. Someone was bringing up the games earlier. Yes, we have a checkerboard, which obviously could also be a chessboard, right? We have a book cover. We have a hat, an ear warmer. I'm going to, take this one as an example, and also going to have a twisted cup cozy, a little smaller version of this in the next few days. I'm going to go through. And then we have an envelope. I know a day late from Valentine's Day, but hey, it can also be used for something else. This is the 9 Men's Morris game. If you don't know this game, you gotta learn it. It is so fun. It's a really old traditional game. Oh, I love it. It is really, really fun. I need to play that game again. It's so fun. Everyone in Europe knows that one. As far as I know, Europe. I know in Germany that everyone knows it. We always play this. And then we have some fingerless gloves, which I'm probably going to work on too in the next few days. So we have like 3 patterns coming up in the next few days I'm going to teach you live. For the slippers and the fingerless gloves, I'm going to focus on the sewing part versus then the crocheting part, because we talked about the crocheting part. But for the twisted ear warmer, I might do the crocheting part too. We'll see. What's the name of the game? It's called 9 Men's Morris game. 9 Men's Morris with 2 R's, Morris game. That's what it's called. Okay. 28 is a pillow. 28 is a pillow, someone is saying. Let's see. 28. Yes, that is a pillow. It's a reversible pillow. Yes, it is. Let's see. Did I miss a few questions here? Yes, that is a great idea for sure. I did hear some people say that autism awareness is going away from puzzles or something. I don't know. Or they're like picky on the puzzle. I don't know. There's something about puzzles. Anyways, maybe want to look into it if they're still doing that like that. I've heard 2 stories, which is very interesting. Debbie says she just got both. Yay, Debbie! I'm so happy for you. So happy for you. I haven't played this in years. Ro, go play it again. It's so fun. Let's see. The unicorn looks like a lovey. It actually is a great idea, though. I should have made a lovey. Darn, I missed out on that one. Maybe in the future editions I will do that. May take a little bit, though. For now, this is our edition. We're working on this. This is going to stay our edition for a while. Okay, but I do love the idea of a lovey. We should totally do a lovey in the future. If you guys are interested in more loveys, I should do more loveys. Anyways, but yes, you could totally use that as a lovey and put like a little unicorn on it. Why not? Why not? What is 32? That is a book cover. 32 is a book cover. It used to be a mystery crochet along actually, and it has, I don't know if you can tell on the left side, it has that little gray slot right there. That's where you put a pen in. Then you have a little pocket there in the front. You have obviously the latch, right? And there's a book inside, which you can't see because it's currently covered up for a book cover. Yeah, play on words right there. Okay, but yes, it's a book cover and has 2 pockets, which obviously you don't have to add if you don't want to, but might as well, right? Might as well. 9 Men's Morris. Yes, that's what it is. Yes. Let's see. I did an autism awareness by Bobbles Day. That sounds amazing. Okay, did I miss anyone else here with another question here? I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone else. Okay, though these are all the patterns, so let me show them all again because it can be hard to see on like broken up. Here are all of them, okay? All 37 of them. You can see there's a wide variety of things, not just blankets, although there's a bunch of them in there because I know corner to corner lovers will have their blanket love, which is fine. We have a lot of them for you here. A lot of blankets, but also a lot of other things that you can do with corner to corner. So yes, a corner to corner is not just for blankets, and you do not have to have yarn tangles, as I showed you earlier. It is possible. Okay, so the one thing that I want to also point out, and I'm going to go through it a little bit slower again because I want you to understand this. This is not just a pattern ebook. It is not. It comes with 8 stitch tutorials. Written format. I'll show you in a second on the iPad so you can see it. Okay, written format. You learn how to read a graph, half double crochet corner to corner, double crochet corner to corner in rectangles, rounds, and horizontal. Horizontal, you guys. I'm talking horizontal rows instead of diagonal. Okay, I shouldn't call it corner to corner horizontal. I should call it the block stitch, but people use it interchangeably, and plus it was a little shorter, so I wrote it down like that. Okay, it's horizontal rows. It's possible. Okay, yes, you can do it. Okay, and then color changes, of course, more tips and tricks in this ebook. You learned some in the beginning of the video. There's more. Make your own graphs. Have you ever thought about that? Making your own graphs? Yes, you can do it. And did I mention there's more than 20 videos in there? The videos that I'm doing today in the next few days will be included. So it will turn out to be in the end, let me add it up, 24 video tutorials in the end. So yes, ad-free, printer-friendly, 37 written patterns with graphs, 20 video tutorials, I should say 20 plus. In the end, it will be 24. Okay, and 8 stitch tutorials. Let me show you on my iPad because I want you to kind of see that. This is my iPad. It might be not visible that way, but it is an iPad. Okay, did I miss a question here? Okay, is the current coupon for the new ebook? Yes, it's for this ebook right here. Yes, it is bringing down the actual price, the regular price, down to less than $20 if you use that coupon code. Yes, the other one is already on sale. Okay, there's like an additional ebook. I'll show you that in a second. So yes, yes, yes. Okay, Debbie says the ebooks are worth every penny. Count your pennies. It is worth it for every single one of them. Every single one of them. Can these be transferred into Stitch Fiddle and Knit Companion? No. Knit Companion, yes, technically, because Knit Companion is a app where you can open up a PDF. That I say yes to. Stitch Fiddle, no. Stitch Fiddle is a way to make your own graphs. That's actually in here. It allows you to make your own graphs, okay? So that's actually where I make my graphs, okay? I use Stitch Fiddle to make your graphs. So technically it's in there. I used Stitch Fiddle for that, just that you know. It's a free software, by the way. I used the paid version, but it's a free software. Let's see. Is there a chance to win the ebook? Yes, at the very, very end. At the very end, we're going to have some options to win it. Anyways, but not everyone wins it. Only those that are going to be picked, okay? So let me show you the ebook. So here's the ebook, okay? We have here the table of content, which is clickable. Okay, let me go to one of them. Let's see, box stitch horizontal, okay? Here is the box stitch in horizontal. It comes with a video tutorial. If you click on the main menu button, you jump right back. See? Okay, let's go to another one. How about one of the scarves? Okay, see? It jumps you right to the scarf. Okay, it has the written pattern. Of course, there has more. This is just a fraction of it. And it also has the graph on the next page. There's the written pattern, and then there's the graph, right? Everything is right there. And then the material list right there is clickable because it's bluish. Okay, blue or green, they will be clickable. And the main menu button on the top there again will jump you right back to the table of content. And if you don't know which of these patterns is which, all you do is scroll over and see the entire collection of 37 patterns. These numbers correspond to the numbers within the table of content in chapter 3. So you know exactly which one is which. So you're not sure, then you're going to look there, just scroll one over, look which one is which, go back over here, tab, and jump right to the content. How fun is that? Okay, that's really fun. Now I want to show you, because some of you guys were talking about the additional ebook. Yes, there is an additional ebook you can purchase during the during checkout. Okay, I give you the ability to get this one on sale. Okay, it is 60 graphs. There's no material list on this one. Okay, it is just 60 graphs. Okay, and it's all ad-free and printable. Okay, the entire thing. In fact, I'm going to show you that you can print these out. Look, I have both of them printed out right here. So here's one. It's the big one, 164 pages, large font, as you can tell, right? 164 pages. And then there's this one right here. Ooh, there's a glare. Hang on. Let's do it like this so there's no glare, right? So this one you can print out as well. All the graphs are in here, okay? And by the way, this is what I used earlier, right? The heart, I pulled it from here. So just that you know, that's where I pulled the heart from. Just that you know, okay? So yes, you can get 60 additional graphs that you can do whatever you please with it for your own personal use. Obviously, you can't share it, but for your own personal use, you can use it for whatever you want, okay? You can make little tiny blankets with them. You can make giant blankets with them. You can make, I don't know, wall hangings with them. Whatever you feel like doing. Pillows maybe. Some of them might be too large for pillows. But yes, there's so many different things that you can make with it that would be really fun. So look at all these. Aren't they fun? I love these. So yes, you can get both of these together. So the entire collection right here is on sale for $20 off. $20 off, okay, using C2C20. This is not an O over there. It's a 0. C2C20, okay, gets you $20 off. Make sure you hit the apply button until Wednesday with that link, or use the QR code if you like, okay? Some of you guys like that. So what's the price for the 60 graph one? It is $19.99 for the 60 graphs, which is a pretty good deal. Think about having to do all those graphs yourself. It took me a long time to make all of these graphs, okay? A long time. Let's see. Is there a clickable link in the bobbins in the ebook? I will be adding it right after this because I just said, you know what? This would be a good way to introduce that. So I'm going to add it onto it. So no matter what, you will get it. So yes, I will add it. Is there a link to purchase the books? Of course, Gwyneth, right there. It is on YouTube. Do you see on the top, Gwyneth, there's a black bar. That's the link. You're going to click it. But I'm going to pop it into the comments here one more time so it's easy to find. Okay, that is the link. It just popped it back in the comments so you can see it. That is the link. Tap it and then you can purchase from there. Okay, let's see. Was there another question? I just want to make sure. Yes, I have so many of her. You guys have like a private conversation going on there. Can you make amigurumi corner to corner? No, I would not recommend it. The gaps between the stitches are too large and your polyfill will come out. I would not recommend it unless you use some kind of pantyhose to secure your polyfill. I would not recommend it. No, I would not. You can, but I wouldn't recommend it. Let's see. Is there a Highlands cow in a 60 graphs? I don't think I added a cow. Did I add a cow? Did I add a cow? I think I added one cow. Did I add a cow? Hold on. That's the wrong one. Let me check real quick. Did I add a cow? I thought I added a cow. There's a cow in the second row. There's a cow. I got a cow. Is that considered a Highlands cow? I don't know. Is that a Highlands cow? It's a cow. It's a cow. Do you want a cow? There we go. It's in it. Anyways, I don't know if it's a Highlands cow, but it definitely is a cow. I went to do the elephant blanket. Yes, go for it. Let's make the elephant. I can't wait to see it. Can you send me the link? I could get it yesterday. Michelle, email me so I can get it for you. It's not a good place in the live to do that. But yes, email me. I'll give you the second one. Carol says, Evers are a great deal. For sure. For sure. I mean, you get a lot. You get a lot in this deal, right? You get all of this in one ebook for less than $20. That's a pretty good deal, in my opinion. For the entire thing? Yes, for sure. Okay, I talked a lot, and I think it's time for some giveaways. I told you if we went over 100, we're going to do 3 questions. So we're going to do it. I think, what did we hit? Did we hit 140 people? We were over 130 at one point. I know that, but I didn't check out the number the entire day, the entire time. Okay, so let's do some giveaway prizes. I have 3 questions ready for you. If we keep up this thing every day, we're going to have 3 questions. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so let me remind you really quickly. I'm going to go live in the next few days again. Okay, so in case you don't win today, you have more chances to win. We're going to talk about corner to corner again. I'm going to teach something again. So it's either going to be how to sew together the slippers, the fingerless gloves, or the cup cozy. So I'm going to focus on those 3. The cup cozy pattern is a variation of the ear warmer, just a smaller version of the ear warmer. So technically it's in the ebook, but all the videos that I've been doing in the next few days and today will be added into the ebook. There's a library within your account where the ebook is, and you can see all the videos right there. That's where it's going to be added. Okay. And then right here, you have more days to come and join us. If we reach every day over 100 people, we're going to have 3 prizes every single day. Every single day. Okay. So if you want to have a chance to win something, come back every single day. You have to be here live to win, right? Yes, replay will be available, but to win, you have to be here live. Okay. So these are the times. Hopefully they work for y'all. We have, obviously today's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday, 12 o'clock Pacific time. On Tuesday, it'll be 2 o'clock Pacific time because at 12, I'm going live in my membership, the Crochet Club. And then we have on Wednesday again, 12 o'clock Pacific time. So be there or be square. Is that a way to say that? I have no idea. Anyways, we have more prices coming your way. So let's see. The link is not working. Which link is not working? Someone says you can't tap the link. Well, in that case, I would say screenshot it or use the QR code. I know that the link should be clickable. Okay, let me see if I can add this to it. My feeling is it is because I didn't add the HTTP. So I'm going to add that real quick and see. You guys tell me if it's clickable this time around. Okay, I just added that. Let's see if it's clickable this time. Okay, you guys let me know. Is it clickable this time? Okay, let me know. Is this link clickable? I just put it in the comments. Is it clickable this time? Hopefully it is. But remember, the link is also in the description, so you already have it. It's clickable there. I know that because I clicked there. I checked it out. I know it's working on the description. So please let me know if it's clickable this time around, so that way you can grab it. Okay. I'm just looking at if there's anything else. Okay, so let's go over the prices for a second. Barbara says, yes, it's working now. Woohoo! I like to hear that. Okay, so we're going to go over the prices first. Okay, so here are all the prices. Now, it might be very hard to see, but I'll go through it. Okay, we have 5 or 10 PDF patterns of your choice from our Ravelry store. We have $10 off an ebook that is currently not on sale. You can get a free ebook of your choice if it lands on it, or a free yarn box. But the free yarn box, I'll show it to you a little bit closer in a second, is only for those in the US. Okay, just that you know, and I'll show you in a second what's in it. It's only for those in the US. If you land on it and you're not in the US, you get a free ebook instead. And then we also have $10, $20, or $30 Ravelry coupon codes that you have a chance to win. These are all from my Ravelry store. They never apply for any other Ravelry store. Okay, so it's working now. Woohoo! I like to hear that. I'm so glad. I don't know why it didn't work before. I'm going to copy that to make sure. Oh, can I copy it? No, I can't copy it. Well, you guys have the link now, so we're good. Okay, let's go through it. I want to first show you the box. I want to make sure you can see it. I may have to zoom out just a tad. Let's see. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Okay, I just want to show you what's on the inside of the box in case you have never seen it before. Okay, these boxes typically only go out during a special promotion time, and they go out to new annual members within the US if they sign up as a new annual member, okay? And that's usually when I send these out. Otherwise, you only have a chance to win these. You cannot buy them anywhere. It's a bonus. It's a gift. That's what it is, okay? So this is what you get inside. This is a yarn mystery goodie box. So some of the things, you don't know what it's going to be. Some of the things you do. Okay, so we have a drawstring bag. There's 2 different types. I'm only showing you one, okay? So one of them has the logo tiny, and the other one has the logo big, but on both sides, okay? It's a drawstring bag. And then we also have stitch markers and a sticker. We have TCC Times, right, like New York Times, with a yarn maze on the back. Sometimes it has a pattern, but right now we have a yarn maze. We also have a cute little notebook in here that has a logo, and of course a ruler. We need to have rulers for gauge measurements, right? And it's a cute little notepad. Then everyone who gets these boxes, for now at least, is getting one of these keychains that are also a measuring tape, all custom made, by the way. And then you get one of these, okay? One of these. It's going to be a mystery. It's one or the other. It's either going to be the clip with a magnet on the back, okay? These are great for your fridges, right? And then the other one would be the pop socket. It's either blue, it's either black or white. I love these. I have it on the back of my phone so I can hold my phone properly. Nothing cramps up, and it also allows me to put it on the side so I can watch videos. So, it also comes with mystery yarn. It'll be 1, 2, or 3 different skeins of yarn. It just depends on the weight, and none of it is wool, by the way. I am not sending out any wool, so that way there's no problems with any allergies. Now, if you're allergic to acrylic, you're going to have to tell me that. It's very rare, but if it does happen, you have to tell me. So I think it's time. I think it's time to do the prices. So here's how it's going to work, okay? We're going to have questions pop up here on the bottom, one at a time. You're going to answer 1 time per question, and I'm going to pick a random winner to win, and then we're going to show off what they won by the spinning wheel. I don't get to decide. Yay! Someone else does. Well, a little machine does. Okay, let's see. The ebook show you how to make your own graphs. Yes, includes that. Hang on, there's a question here. Do you have tutorials on making and reading graphs and charts? Girl, it's in there. Girl, let me show you again. Hang on. Bloop. Is this the way you show? Yes. Okay, right here. There are 8 stitch tutorials in here, and part of it is reading the corner-to-corner graph. And it also shows how to make your own graphs. There's a video tutorial for both of them coming in here. Okay, so yes, you learn how to read your own graphs and make your own graphs. So it's all in there. It's all in the ebook right here, girl. It's all in there. So just grab it and learn. Grab it and learn. That's literally the perfect way to say that. Okay, we're going to go question one at a time, okay? Question number 1. Let's see how you know. If you know this one, you should know this one. Okay, question number 1 is, what did I teach you in the beginning of this video? Ooh, if you came in late, you may not know that one. Well, actually, you might know this one if you saw the thumbnail of the video and you saw the title of the video, then you definitely know how to answer this question. Okay, in the meantime, while you guys are answering the question, I'm going to show off a review. How about that? Here's a review. Ooh, that's a little wide. Let's do a different one that's a little smaller. There we go. Eileen is saying, I can't wait to start some of these patterns. They look amazing. So glad I bought the ebook. Can't believe how many patterns are there. It's fabulous. How about this one? Okay, this one says from Lisa, the video ebook is very detailed. You explain everything very well. Me, who have never realized that you could do that, absolutely love it, especially the ease of use, how truly easy it is. This video ebook will make you want to come out of your comfort zone. Ooh, I love that. Nikki will be there for you if you have any questions, if you have any. Yes, no question is too small, even if it's asked before. That's 100% true. You can always ask me a question. I'm always there for you. All right, now that I asked that, let's go through the answers. Okay, I'm going to cover my eyes and let's see who won. Let's see who won. I'm going to go up and down, and let's see if you find a winner. I have no idea how far I need to go because there's so many of you guys here. Okay, I'm going to stop right. How about I'm going to stop here. We have Sharon Hernandez. Sharon! Woohoo! Oh, look, my kitty cat is kind of hanging onto the book. Look at that! That was not planned. He's playing with the book. He wants you to have the book. Okay, Sharon, let's see what you won. Okay, I'm going to click this spinning wheel and it'll decide what you win. Here we go. Ooh, you got a free ebook. Congratulations. I am so happy for you. Okay, we have our first prize winner, Sharon. Yay, I am so happy for you. Okay, we're going to question number 2. Are you ready for question number 2? Question number 2 is, how many stitch tutorials are in the corner to corner ebook? Whoo, I said that. Someone was asking that question, so I answered it. Oh, did you pay attention to it? Remember, I'm not talking about video tutorials. Because there's more than 24 video tutorials going to be in the end, right? But no, I'm talking about stitch tutorials. How many stitch tutorials are in the corner to corner ebook? Ooh, do you know this one? You tell me. Do you know this one? I hope you do. Looks like the confetti kitty's playing with the hamster. Oh, yes, exactly. I didn't even think about that. I was more thinking about the ebook. Yes, the kitty's playing with the hamster. Exactly. All right. Remember, I'm not talking about how many patterns are in here. I'm talking about how many stitch tutorials to learn how to use corner to corner in order to make the patterns. Okay, let's go through it. I'm going to remove this and let's go through the answers. Here we go. Remember, answer once only, please. Okay, here we go. And if you already won, don't answer. Okay, I'm going to go through it. I don't know how far I need to go, but I'm just going to go a little bit and find my winner. I'm going to stop right. How about here? We have Sue Lufer. That's correct. Sue! Yay! See, my kitty's playing with a hamster. Sue, that is correct. This is 8 stitch tutorials. Let me show you the picture again, just to remind everyone. Okay, this is what I was referring to. We have 37 patterns. Those are not tutorials, patterns. Over 20 video tutorials and 8 stitch tutorials. That's correct. It's 8 stitch tutorials. All right, Sharon. No, excuse me, Sue. Let's see what you want, Sue. All right, let's see. What are you winning? Ooh, that's a good one. $30 Ravelry coupon code. You're going to get a lot of patterns for that one. That's an amazing prize. Sue, congratulations on your prize. All right, here we go. We're going to go to the last question for today. But quick reminder, in case you came in late, just let me remind you for 1 second here. We have more prizes to give away. Okay, come back the next 3 days. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Make sure you take a screenshot. If you're in my newsletter, you will get an email. So no worries about that. Get email reminder so you have a chance to win. Okay, and learn something at the same time. Might as well. Learning is always good. Okay, question number 3. Are you ready? Question number 3. How many graphs are in the extra ebook? The one that you can purchase only during checkout right now. Well, for those who missed it, I have a special link for those. You can email me, okay? But that extra ebook that has only graphs in it. Remember I showed it to you earlier? How many graphs are in there? Do you remember? Do you remember? It's not 37. It's not 20. It's not 8. What's the number? Do you remember the number? How many graphs are in the extra ebook? In the meantime, I'm going to go through like a little review. Have we gone this one way? Yeah, we did that one yesterday. Have we done this one? Yep, we did. Let's see. This is a long one. I'm just going to read the first paragraph. How about that? As with, did I read that yesterday? I'm not sure. I'm just going to do the first paragraph. As with any of Nikki's crochet courses and ebooks, this one is well worth the money. The ebook is with videos, provides any novice crocheter with tools they need to get started with corner-to-corner crochet. Nikki provides beginners with basic stitches they would need to master an easy-to-understand format. As a bonus, there are patterns that can be used to practice the new corner-to-corner crochet skill. I love how she calls the patterns the bonus part of it. For her, the tutorials are the most important, which is really, really cool. So yes. I only read the first paragraph. All right, so let's remove question number 3 and let's find my winner. Okay, I'm gonna cover my eyes and let's scroll up and down. Scroll up and down and let's find our winner. Who's going to be the winner? Let's see. I'm gonna stop right here. We have Judy. Jennifer Rudy. Excuse me. I just said Judy. Haha. Okay. Jennifer Rudy. Congratulations. Yes, that's correct answer because it is 60 additional graphs that you can get during checkout if you wanted to. Yes, that is the correct answer. Let's see what you want, Jennifer. Here we go. Okay. You're going to get... Oh, is it a free ebook? Oh, it's a free yarn box. Woohoo! Okay, remember, this is only for those in the U.S. Jennifer, tell us, do you live in the U.S.? Then you just got a free yarn box. Woohoo! That's awesome. Congratulations to all my winners. Now, remember, I want to just remind you really quick because it's so important. We are going to have more prizes to give away. So come back the next day and the next few days to come back, and then you have a chance to win something there too. Okay, now here's my email address for my winners or anyone who has a question or needs a link or anything like that. Email me, Nicole at nickishomemade.crafts.com. Okay, it's Nikki's, Nickis, homemade crafts with an S.com. Please email me so I can get you access to your price. For the price winners, put in the subject line the price that you want and the date you want it, which would be today, okay, February 16th, 2025. That way I can confirm you are the winner. Remember, I'm giving away a lot of prices. I need that date and I need the price. So that way I can confirm it that you are officially the winner of that price and I can get it to you. So please add the time or the date and the price into the subject line so that way I can grab it really quickly for you. For those who want yarn boxes, I'm obviously going to need your physical address, otherwise I can't send it to you. So Jennifer, I need your address, okay? Not just an email. Okay. So there's a great question from Deborah. If I use HDC instead of DC, does it make it smaller? Yes, girl, it does. It does make it smaller. There's a reason why I sometimes use HDC because even though I want to make it a reasonable size, but I want to use worsted yarn. And so in that case, I use HDC instead of DC to make sure it is a little bit smaller. So yes, that's the correct answer. All right. Congratulations to all the winners. And make sure you email me if you have any questions. Okay, so let me quickly remind you why this ebook is so amazing. It comes with ad-free content, 164 pages. It comes printable, so that is great. Even if something happens to your physical copy, if you decide to print it the way I did, you can. You can also just print a couple pages at a time. No worries. You don't have to print the whole ebook at once. Every printer allows you to print range. It always says print all pages or print a range. If you just want to print a few pages, then put in which page numbers you want to print, right? You can print all of it out. It's up to you. But if you print it out and something happens to it, you have a digital file to reprint it. So you're good to go. And a physical book from a bookstore, you have to repurchase it. Here, it also comes with clickable links. Table of contents clickable, material is clickable, some stitches, some videos, anything that's on a different color and a table of content, those are clickable. Okay, so that way you can jump and click and jump. You also video tutorials, of course, up to 24 videos at the end of this, by Wednesday, it's 24 video tutorials. 37 patterns, right? 37 patterns, large font. I mean, you have literally everything by a click of a button, and you have, as I said, video tutorials teaching you exactly how to do all the things that I just talked about. Here's your summary again. Ad-free, printer-friendly, 37 patterns, more than 20 video tutorials and 8 stitch tutorials, and it is a collection that's currently on sale. Let me show you all the patterns again right here in this collection. Yes, there are more than just blankets, okay? So that way you can make anything you want, and you can learn how to make your own crafts, and you can buy additional crafts if you wanted to. It's a win-win overall. So if you're into corner to corner and you want to do more of stuff, then this is for you. It's on sale for less than $20. You can get this ebook with that coupon code. So take advantage of it and go grab it, okay? Let's see. I'm 60 years old. I'm a little silly. Don't be silly. There's no silly questions, okay? There's just questions. There's just questions. Everyone has to learn, okay? No silly. Just question. What's the difference between worsted and DK? Worsted is thicker yarn. DK is thinner yarn. Worsted is also known as number 4 yarn. DK is number 3 yarn. So if you want to figure out which one you have, you can use a ruler and you can wrap it around. It's called wrap per inch. You can look that up, wraps per inch in yarn. You can figure it out that way in case you lost your label. But it is literally a difference in thickness. DK is lighter, so thinner yarn, and worsted is thicker yarn. Okay, so it starts with fingering weight, then it's sport, then it's DK, worsted, then it's bulky, and then it's super bulky, and then it's jumbo. So those are the ranges of yarn, just that you know. There's no silly questions, Sheila. It's okay. All right, what is the link of the bobbins? K, all the way at the top. Scroll all the way to the top, and it's also in the description, you guys. I added it into the description and also added it into the ebook, okay? Let me just pop all the links in the comments one more time for all my stragglers. It's totally fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm going to put the links into the comments again. So here's the link that I just popped in for the ebook, okay? Let me grab the link for the yarn bobbins really quickly. Here's the yarn bobbins. That's an affiliate link, by the way. It's very affordable. I just popped that into the comments as well. So now you have both links right there. Okay, so that way you can grab it easily. I hope you learned a lot today. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Remember, we have another live happening tomorrow. Same time, same place. Okay, where's my little picture? Just a different link. I will give it to you in a newsletter so that way you know exactly where to go. I'll see you back here tomorrow, right? Until then, I'll see you then. Grab your ebook and bring your crochet skills to the next level with Corner to Corner, made easy just for you. Until then, bye!